What if Dr. Martin Luther King said, just one man, I can't make a difference? What would that have meant for civil liberty? What if all the unnamed brave men that stood with our founding fathers said, just obey government. This isn't worth fighting for. Just obey the king. You know, all of this going on has gotten me with a heavy heart. I feel a big burden, and I feel very discouraged looking around and seeing how many people have no fight in them. How many people are so willing to accept tyranny, are willing to accept the loss of their constitutional rights by executive order in an invisible enemy. Many reports have came out saying that the tests being used for the COVID-19 have a 80% false positive rate, and which is why the number is so high. I'll try to leave a link in the description video for that. For those of you that don't know me personally, I'm new to these YouTube videos. I don't have any expensive equipment to do videos with. I just have my Samsung phone and my voice. That's all I have. So the videos are low quality. However, I hope what I'm saying is of some value. What's on my mind a lot lately is that a lot of people that I've addressed these issues with have said, I'm just one person, there's nothing we can do. This is the attitude that people take. And I just watched a video this morning from Brian Young on High Impact Flicks. Great channel. The guy's really he's really making a difference, I think. You know, I think he's got a great voice and a great mind. I really wish that he would call for constitutional militias like I am, because his voice and his platform is much bigger than mine. But he may have his reasons for not doing that. But on his video this morning, he stated that I believe there's about 320 some odd million of us and 100,000 senators, he said. And we're bowing, we're bending at the knee for these senators like a bunch of cowards. And there is nothing American in that. You know, I'm an anarchist. And it's not so much that I woke up one day and decided that I was going to change my life and be an anarchist. It was more or less that I realized that that is how I've always been my entire life. I've always questioned authority, and I've always thought, what right do you have to rule over me? And I believe in freedom. I believe freedom is something worth fighting for, worth dying for. I believe that. Not a lot of people do. A lot of people they're cowards. They got no fight in them. So I said to a person the other day, when they informed me that there's nothing they can do, they're just one man, I said to this person, I said, you have kids, man. You have kids. For God's sakes. If you don't care about your own freedom, then think about the children in the future. What future are we leaving for these innocent children that don't know what's going on? My children are grown. They're adults. Maybe one day they will have children of their own and I'll have grandchildren. And what future are we leaving for my possible future grandchildren when cowards won't stand up for freedom, when tyrants disavow their oath to the Constitution and give executive orders to stomp on our freedom? There has been video footage of people going to hospitals and with cameras, and in the hospitals there's nobody in there. The personnel from the hospitals are saying that there is less people than normal because everybody's at home. Everybody's told to stay at home. So, and then there's a lot of reports coming out about 5G and the radiation from it making people sick. As I say, guys, I mean, I only have my Samsung phone and my voice. I don't have a lot of resources for these videos. Maybe as time goes on, if I do get more views or viewers, maybe I'll invest in some equipment to do better videos. I may do that anyhow. I'm in the beginning phases of learning how to do these videos, so if I'm not that elegant in my speaking, I apologize. I just want to get my voice out there. I want to say what I have to say because no one else is saying it. No one else has the perspective that I have. We watch movies like Braveheart, one of my favorite movies, a great movie, Braveheart. The guy is having his intestines removed and screams freedom. And that's such a great movie. How we wish that we had that type of courage. Well, I mean, ask yourself, why don't you? You have to understand that the beginning of the United States, when it was founded, it was fought for by men with that type of bravery. A lot of men died, men that we would never know their names. And they fought for freedom because they believed in it. And I tell you that I will stand for freedom at any cost. But I do not want to stand alone. I'm calling for constitutional militias to be formed as widespread as possible. If they can be formed in every county across the United States, that would be great. And we could start by the states. We have to. But we need to form constitutional militias. And we need to let the Constitution be our law. And any persons, regardless of their position of authority, if they violate that oath to the Constitution, they should be tried for treason. I'm not calling for any acts of violence. Rather, we will hold people accountable with courts of some sort. I can't do this on my own. I have the idea. I need people that are able to help, that know a lot more than I do, to grow a set of balls and stand up for freedom.